End of the year review again. Seems to become a tradition with this channel now that I do something at the end of the year and all of my stats and the money the channel made and how I feel about the outlook to the next year and so on and so forth. But to be honest, I did not want to make this video. This was a bad year for my channel and somehow also for myself. And as often with failures, hiding them is the first thing that actually comes to mind. And I really had to beat myself literally over the head to not just let this video fall under the rug. But let's see for yourself. So here it is, the end of the year 2023 review, a couple of days late. Before diving into the stats, let's actually talk about it. Last year I said I was going to make a lot of things, more tutorials, more on-set features, more behind the scenes stuff. Guess what? I made actually nothing in this regards. I actually immediately lost all my interest in it due to being slammed by my employee with a clause added to my contract that forbid me to film behind the scenes content on sets. A great start to the year, I guess. The projects themselves were really fun and would have made lots of great behind the scenes material. Oh, and in December of 2023 I got fired from my nearly 6-year-long job in an ad agency, so right now up until April of 2024 I'm not able to work on any kinds of sets anymore due to another clause inside of my contract. So this actually changed my whole outlook on the industry I was working in for the last 12 years. And I'm seriously debating with myself if I want to return to it or if I'm trying my luck with something else. I haven't decided on my future yet, well, the work future in that case, but what I decided was to double down on this channel you're watching right now. From the moment I was released from my daytime job, I started working solely on my channel and therefore the videos. But hey, let's not actually start at the end, let's get back to the beginning. First starting with January 23 and the stats and the money I made. So it's January, the month in which no advertiser wants to spend money and therefore all of your statistics are regularly actually crashing. Well, normally. It was the best January I have ever experienced and I made roughly 53,000 and a couple of views and almost 900 subscribers. Pretty good start to the year. February was slightly declining with 40,000 views and 550 subscribers. March and April then kicked in really hard as the views dropped down to 30,000 and only 400 subscribers. This also happened in May, even though I tried to consistently upload new videos, mostly on topics that I worked on before. And then June happened and my views went to nowhere with just 25,000 and I'm only saying only 300 subscribers, and in July it stayed the same. Okay, so this could have actually been due to people wanting to go outside finally, having fun, not watching YouTube all day long but enjoying the sun, but it was kind of frustrating on my side. I couldn't get the algorithm to stop declining and the views just dropped and dropped even further. Where it normally starts to pick up again, it stayed consistently low, still only averaging 30,000 views a month. And then September was the worst month of all. Only 20,000 views. None of my videos released got picked up by the algorithm, not even in the slightest. And nothing I tried actually worked. Changing thumbnails, changing the titles, making it more clickbaity, changing the formula of the videos themselves, nothing worked. Then the October came and went and we rose back to 30k views again, but the subs still were only 200 per month. I steadily released new videos, upped the quality once more, tried something new and tried something new again, but I guess it was just not happening. And then November, the biggest month of the year. This is when normally everyone and their grandma spends the money. The views rise, the RPMs rise, and everyone is actually doubling down on video production in the YouTube space. And I couldn't. I had no time. I was only releasing 2 meager videos this month due to me being so full of work in my normal day job that I was exhausted at the end of the day. And then December. I got fired at the beginning of the month. And guess what happened thereafter? I released 8 videos in December. 8. I was finally back on track. We almost hit 40,000 views again and I got back up to 300 subscribers this month. And since then I released another 10 videos. And at least that's my plan. And up until April, I won't let this go. Right now, my aim is to see if YouTube can become more than just a small income. My goal for the whole year of 2024 became actually very clear in December. Make this become at least a part-time job. Right now until April I'm trying to make the most out of it, and then the rest of the year should actually show me if it's actually viable for me or not. But that's actually not the only thing that changed this year. There is so much more that actually happened. Of course, also some negative things but also a lot of positive things. And let's keep this video more positive than negative. Positive thing number one, we are 12,000 people here on this channel now. Yeah, that's great. It's not to the goal that I set myself of 15k subs. I said I wanted at the end of 2023, but hey, 12k is still super impressive, especially since 10k was always a number that I would not have expected to ever experience. So I actually talked to a friend of mine and assured him that I will crack 10,000 subscribers in my first 12 months on YouTube. Well, I guess that didn't work out the way I planned it. Really from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Other than that, the money was okay this year. But let's keep this for the end of the video. Personally, my life without the day job right now feels good. My girlfriend is happy, the apartment is still great, seeing and then also working with friends is great. Now when it comes to YouTube, I invested big this year and I mean it. Starting off with a lot of equipment such as the complete Edelkrone slider setup that I got relatively cheap over eBay used. Then what is actually filming me right now, a used red Komodo with quite a lot of accessories for a really great price. If you want to know more about that, here is a link to the video where I got it, and I'm going into more details. I used the camera on many occasions this year, and it does at least 60 to 70% of all the YouTube videos here on this channel since then. So I thought, well, you invested in the camera, maybe I also invest into a set of cinema lenses, which I now own 4 in total, a complete set. All of them are from IRIX, and there will be a video about that in the near future, hopefully sooner than later. And then I added many smaller items to my studio, like these right here, the nice, no, not this one is right here, these nice aperture lights, 4 in total, and many other things I deemed necessary. On the positive side, we also have a lot of product manufacturers and agencies and whatnot that are actually reaching out to me wanting to get their products featured, which is very exciting, to be honest. I would say in comparison to 2022, the amount of products and outreaches, if you can call it that, was 5 times that of 2022. Maybe even more, but I haven't actually counted that. And I also at least declined 5 times more than last year due to me getting quite a lot of weird products again. And the amount of spam and scam emails also doubled. But there are also a lot of bigger companies showing their interest, which makes me quite hopeful for 2024. And of course, I also got my first channel sponsors, plural, and as expected, it's music licensing services. And working with these was also great and much easier than I guessed. Looking forward to more opportunities this year. Now when it comes to money, there have been a couple of changes to my side income in comparison with last year. Right now we have a couple of different affiliate companies, not solely depending on Amazon anymore. So now this segment is YouTube AdSense, affiliate money, digital products and sponsorships. Starting in January, I made the same amount as last year, and in February it rose a bit, once more to 146 euros. And from then on, it was a steady decline down to 70 euros, up until October, where it slowly started to climb up again. November was fine with 156 euros, even though I uploaded almost nothing, as said before, and in December I made the highest amount of the year, which is still, for the channel size, not much, with 164 euros. So in total the income made from AdSense is 1483 euros and some cents. Almost the same as last year. Sounds like a good amount of money, but it's still not even close to being enough for sustaining the channel in the slightest. Now onto affiliate money, and this year I added, as said before, another source to it. So in total I made a bit more than last year. When counting both of those sources together, I made an extra 870 euros, which is good, I think. In terms of digital products, which are still LUTs, I actually released another set of LUTs. I sold roughly as much as last year, netting myself roughly 200 euros in the process. And then in terms of sponsorships, I can finally say I now know why even bigger YouTubers is actually saying this is where the real money is made when you are a YouTuber. And of course, I'm not able to disclose this, NDAs and so on and so forth, but let's say it like it is. If you're going to try to make this your job, you need to get good in negotiating with companies. It's not my biggest income in terms of YouTube this year, but I can clearly see this as the main source of income for the future. So what are my plans for 2024? More growth, more views, more videos, more everything. This is the year I'm finally taking this channel, hopefully from something on the sidelines to something that keeps me at least, let's call it half fed. I haven't looked myself into the topics I'm going to tackle this year, but I don't want to lock myself into the niche of only reviewing audio tech, since filmmaking and the broad sense of tech in general is still my highest priority. So I will definitely be doing more diverse content this year. And hopefully more content that the audience wants to watch. But nonetheless, I hope this video taught you something, or at least you could pick some interesting details from it. And if not, at least you got to see that not everything is sunshine all the time, and that struggle and overcoming it is also great and a very humbling experience at the same time. So I guess, see you around in 2024, and thank you for watching until the end. If you actually did, write me the word future into the comment section, once for the algorithm and second so that I can see who is actually watching the content until the end. My name is Leech, and have a great start to the year. Thank you for watching, and until then, goodbye.